Hello, one and all. How are you doing? Yeah, it seems like we were just here, right? Um, I'm going to wait to make sure that you guys can hear me okay before I start in on this. I was just about to call it a night, and I was just about to call it a night. And then, of course, here we are. We got a release of the schedule for the Prince celebration coming up June 3rd through the 7th. So I hope that you guys are planning on attending. It's going to be an amazing time. I think, yes, I actually do have one. It just fell on the floor. But Prince celebration right there. 10-year anniversary of the Prince celebration, June 3rd through the 7th, 2026 at Paisley Park. It's going to be taking place in downtown Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Chanhassen. You can go to paisleypark.com, which, we just got done doing Funkatopia Live. Literally just got done doing it. And somebody had said that single day tickets were released, but I went onto the Paisley Park site live there and clicked, and it just wasn't there. I don't know if it's just in there. That's because it's at just princecelebration2026.com and not paisleypark.com. So paisleypark.com, if you go to paisleypark.com, you click on the big, huge graphic that's on the front. We can walk through it together. Let's walk through it together. If you walk through the big, huge graphic that it has here, there it is. Let's see if they changed it. If you click on tickets on sale now, that's all it has. It just has the main items, which is going to be the tickets for the entire thing. And this is right now on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:15 p.m. in Minneapolis, and of course over there, 7:15 p.m. over on the West Coast. That's paisleypark.com. We'll take you to this Leap events page, which only has just the main two tickets. That is for the entire event, GA and VIP. However, there's a new site in town. Well, it's not really a new site. It's just, I guess the websites aren't talking to each other, but that's where I was looking live when it came up. And that is princecelebration2026.com. I will pull that up for you. Prince Celebration 2026. There it is right there. So if you go to princecelebration2026.com, you will be taken to an area that has single day tickets, Paisley Park open house, and community activations, a bunch of things going on. You can now download the Paisley Park app. I don't think I've downloaded the Paisley Park app before. Going to have to start doing that. And of course, you have the opportunity here to go choose for VIP Gold, which you already saw those tickets on paisleypark.com and how much they were. But again, remember that if you've attended previous celebrations, at least 3 or more, you will have a discount code that you can utilize. You can still apply those codes. You're not going to get the early bird scenario that you would have gotten, but that is that. So starting at Tuesdays, a lot of people wanted to know this. They go, what's going on each day? What's happening? Where do we go? I need to know because I'm coming from Australia, or I'm coming from London, or I'm coming from Seattle or Atlanta. And you don't know exactly what days you need to do, especially if you're GA. Do I need to be here on the 2nd? It says it starts on the 3rd. What time do I need to be there on the 3rd? What time? Blah, 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 blah. Well, that's what we're going to walk through right here really, really quick. As I said, we just got done doing Funkatopia Live. This is literally a last minute impromptu show that I had no choice but to do because of, again, the work situation. So I can't say, well, I'll just do this tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and do it now. So let's talk about it. We're going to scroll down. We'll deal with the tickets and the purchase options that are here in a second. But let's walk through this, shall we? Tuesday, June 2nd. I know a lot of people that are flying in that day. There's some people that are flying in the weekend before, but it really all depends on what your availability is for what your availability is as far as, I guess, really your wallet, because every day that you're there is another hotel, is another car rental, is another, more food that you're going to have to eat, more. It's just everything. So just kind of think about where you need to be and how you need to get there, and just, assess. Tuesday, June 2nd is just a credential pickup. You'll be able to pick up your credentials in Minneapolis at the Lofton Hotel from 10 till 7. You simply just go there, get your credentials, and move on. The next day, you can also pick up the credentials at Paisley Park as well. And there is a shuttle that's leaving from a couple of different locations. There's a shuttle that leaves from Minneapolis, and there's another shuttle location in Chanhassen, apparently. I'm reading this along with you. And it loads in starting at 8:10 a.m. and it's apparently a continuous loop. So they are going to be doing tours. Sorry, I get something burning in my eye. Obviously not appropriate, but it's okay. Guided tours, group 1 will be done. I don't know exactly what they'll be. I guess there's going to be 2 separate groups that are going to be coming in. First group will do guided tours through Paisley Park. The second group will be able to see 3121 live from the Rio Las Vegas 2007 group 2. And then, of course, if you're a VIP, you get a meal as well. Then they have tours and screening on the second day. Now, obviously, after that, where the people that were watching 3121 before get now do guided tours, and then vice versa. And then, of course, again, they have continuous loops of those shuttles going between Minneapolis and Chanhassen. So you're going to continuously do that. I'm curious, what if you're not in Minneapolis? Because they do have a host hotel in Bloomington. So I am curious about that, whether or not it's a situation there. We'll have to see. Then there's community activations that are going on throughout the city from 10:30 to 3:30. They have a community activation for George Floyd, Renee Good, and Alex Preddy. It's a memorial visit that's happening down there on Nicollet Avenue. They have a meetup, a bunch of things going on. And then at First Avenue in Minneapolis, you can also pick up credentials there from 7 to 10. And then from 8:30 at night until 1 o'clock in the morning, First Avenue Prince Celebration 10th anniversary kickoff party with special guest Shaka Khan. That is happening on June 3rd, which is unbelievable that they're doing the kickoff party at First Avenue. That's pretty friggin' amazing. That is awesome. That is awesome. And I've got to want to look ahead, but I do see right here we have June 4th, Prince Night at the Twins. I said it before, and I'll say it again, that I knew that when Prince Night was happening there, that it was going to be worked somehow in conjunction with the estate. I figured there's no way. They've never scheduled the Prince Night to conflict with anything they're doing at the celebration. So this would have been the first time. So it looks like they're doing it hand in hand, which is great. But on Thursday, then the 4th, Paisley Park open house, pretty much all day access from the MPG Music Club and a bunch of other things. There is at Royalston Square in Minneapolis, there's more credential pickups. I guess they're giving you lots of opportunities to pick up credentials no matter what day you come in. But they'll have a panel of the women of Prince's musical legacy. Not exactly sure who's going to be in that mix, but that should be an interesting conversation. Then from 1 to 2:30 that day, it's going to be a conversation with Bootsy Collins. And then they're doing the film screening of Under the Cherry Moon, which should be amazing. It'd be great if they had any type of special guest to appear. I'm pretty sure there probably would be, but that's 3 to 5. And again, those community activations are still happening. And then they cut you loose after the Under the Cherry Moon. And then it's Prince Night at the Twins game. And the VIP ticket holders receive an email with a link to purchase tickets. Not to get tickets, but to purchase tickets. So I wonder if they still have to pay for it. That's okay. And then from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., Club 3121 celebration and jam session with DJ Rashida. And then, of course, you have June 4th, Prince Night with the Twins. Now we go to the 5th. The 5th, Paisley Park again, opened all day access, MPG Music Club. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you're in the actual mix, you're going to go to the Hyatt Regency in Minneapolis, and it's going to be a panel from 10 to 11:30 talking about the next 10 years with the vault and future plans. And then from 1 to 2:30, it's going to be reflections and memories of Prince with Morris Day. And then 3 to 4:30, reflections and memories of Prince with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. So that should be amazing. And again, the community activations are happening outside. They're kind of giving you a little bit of an idea of some of the things that are happening externally if you happen to be in town and are not part of these festivities that are happening or these events that are happening at the Hyatt Regency, because a lot of this stuff, like the Alex Preddy meetup here and the Renee Good meetup and all that stuff that's going on, are happening as an alternate route if you happen not to be in the facility for the events. And then they're going to the Armory, and from 8 to 12, it's a Prince Celebration of Life 10-year anniversary concert from 8 to 12 with members of MPG and the Revolution uniting Morris Day, Miguel, not uniting, just it's got to be a bunch of folks, Morris Day, Miguel, Tevin Campbell, Bilal, and Kat Graham. And then members of the MPG and Revolution get together, which has included Bobby Z, Lisa Coleman, Morris Hayes, Tony M, Levi Caesar Jr., Sonny T, Queen Cora Coleman, Liv Warfield, Mike Phillips, Cassandra O'Neill, Ashley Tamar, Mackenzie Green, Greg Boyer, and Kenny Holman. I don't see Wendy in that mix. I wonder if that's an oversight or Wendy's just not doing it. I see Lisa. I don't see Wendy. Anyways, VIP guests will have access to an exclusive reserved seating section for that concert. And of course, that is happening there at the Armory. Now we go to the weekend on the 6th, Saturday the 6th. Maya McLean is going to be back at Paisley Park doing that sound healing and spiritual rejuvenation. She had a little bit of a taste if you got to join them on April 21st at Paisley Park, as she was there right before they showed the show with Prince and Third Eye Girl. She's going to be back. It's going to be 12 to 1:30 there at Paisley Park. Paisley Park is still doing an open house, but they're probably going to block off the part where they'll be during that window of 12 to 1:30. And then, of course, the community activations are still going strong through the weekend. And then there's some other things that are going on the weekend, including a food drive at Paisley Park, Prince's Purple Path Click for Map, which is not clickable, at Paisley Park Open House all day access, and then a Prince celebration block party and Prince sing-along from 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. at the Prince Mural in downtown Minneapolis. If you've never been to downtown Minneapolis, it's going to be your first time. If you figured out where First Avenue is earlier in the week, that's where you're going to be going again, because that Prince Mural and the parking deck, which is normally happens at, is about a block and a half away, just behind it. You go to the front of First Avenue and you just walk behind it about a block and a half and you'll see it. Everything's going to be right there. It's not even really a block and a half. It's a block. And then there's a rooftop late night party on the Union Rooftop Restaurant, which is a lot of fun. Food and beverages available for purchase. And then, of course, there is a add-on ticket from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. for a Prince Celebration block party at First Avenue. So I guess they do a bunch of stuff outside from 2 to 10, but you can purchase an add-on ticket and get an additional event inside of First Avenue from 7 p.m. until 1 a.m. And then we go back up and we look at Sunday, June 7th. Again, there are shuttles coming from Minneapolis, going back and forth from Minneapolis and Chaska, it looks like. These are some usual. I'll try to get some more information for you on the shuttles, because I know, again, that one of the host hotels is at Bloomington and doesn't appear there's any type of shuttle service from Bloomington. So I normally will have a car anyways, but it would be nice to be able to hop on a shuttle and be able to go directly to the facility without having to worry about leaving my car somewhere. So that's always good. But Sunday Prince Celebration brunch and gospel concert in the courtyard and outdoors. I'm pretty confident, even though it doesn't say on here, Sunday is normally the VIP day. So normally from 9 to 12, that Sunday Prince Celebration brunch and gospel concert in the courtyard and outdoors is normally a VIP event, along with the exclusive unreleased music listening session from 12 to 1. And then from 1 to 3, there's a Prince in concert footage. That's probably open to the general admission. I'm only basing what I'm saying on what it's been in the previous years. So that 9 to 1 area is going to be VIP in the morning at Paisley Park. Again, this is an assumption, but this is what they did previously. And then starting at that 1 to 3, you get Prince and concert footage, and then the Paisley Park open house from 2:30 to 7. That includes a bunch of things going on in the courtyard and outdoor lawn activations. And of course, you have options for add-on tickets for a VIP Lake Minnetonka boat cruise. There's a couple of them that are running from 4 to 5:30 and 6 to 7:30. And then, of course, that is the end of the celebration schedule. I will tell you, obviously, in case you forgot, June 7th is his birthday. So it could be anything going on. I'm telling you, there's always concerts and things that are going on, what they refer to as off the track. So you want to, if you're planning on being in town, maybe try to stay that one extra day to stay up until through Monday, because a lot of times Sunday night is a lot of fun. You always typically see Dr. Mambo's Combo playing up at Bunkers, or who knows what's going to be going on. It's his birthday, so you have no idea what's going to be happening. Even though he didn't celebrate birthdays, we still do, because that's kind of what we do. We like celebrating birthdays because it's fun. All right, so let's look at some of these things here. We click on VIP Platinum and VIP Gold. What's the difference between Platinum and Gold? Absolutely nothing except for the color. Now, obviously, if you try to sell it on the market, it's a little bit different, but you're essentially getting a Group 1 and a Group 2 situation here. So one of you will be called Group 1 and one of you will be called Group 2. That probably is why what's happening here on this Wednesday, 6/3, which is very, very typical, is that this all here that happens on June 3rd will just be VIP. That's the reason why they're referring to it as Group 1 and Group 2, and Group 1 and Group 2, because the first thing that everybody will do will be the kickoff party down at First Avenue. So everybody will be there for that. But this is a VIP day, which still is aligned with, it doesn't say that, but it aligns with the previous celebration. So that is very, very typical. And so there's that. So that's the only difference between Platinum and Gold is, I don't know which one's 1 and which one's 2, but if you click on them, you kind of get a little bit of an idea that the Platinum tickets, which is what is available right now, general admission for all days, all the days, is $902.75. And again, if you've been to 3 or more of these events, you should scour your email for a code. You can get a variety of percentages off depending on how many you've attended. And VIP admission is $1402.75, and that's for all of the days. And of course, you also have the add-on options there for the boat cruise, Lake Minnetonka, for $51 for a tour of that. What did I just do? Did I just close the wrong thing? No, I didn't. All right. So let's go back up and let's click on the single day tickets, shall we? Single day tickets are all the way down here. Let's see. Purchase single day tickets. All right. That's a totally different thing. All right, good. So general admission is $102.25. It looks like per day. So it looks like every day that you have is going to be, I'm sorry. $102.75 is for the First Avenue Prince Celebration kickoff party. I still don't see anything here for the actual single days. So let me, Ancheska, what did you just send me? Is this what you sent me? Because I was not seeing any of this. I think, sorry, I just read your test. Let me see. I'm clicking on the events thing here. Yeah, so there are single day tickets that are available. I'm not exactly sure how you get to this particular link that I'm looking at here, because when I click, you've purchased single tickets for this, that's different. There's the Maya McLean thing. You can add on tickets for that. This is the 3121 tickets. You can buy tickets for that. The 3120 jam session, trying to go through, is $51.75 for this. This is $7 for Maya McLean's add-on. The single day tickets for the First Avenue kickoff party was $102. You already saw that. Then you have there's also, you can also buy tickets specifically for Paisley Park that are available on this link as well. but not on this link. It's kind of strange. I'm not exactly sure where that's at. I'll try to, here's what I'll do. I will take this link that I was sent and I will post it at, because I'm not exactly sure how you get to this particular page that I was sent, because these single tickets won't be available. Okay, so I guess this is interesting. All right, I'll just do this. Just do funkatopia.com/2026. Let's just do that. Funkatopia, funkatopia.com/2026. I will post this link to that. Don't go right this very second, because I'm just talking to you live, so I haven't even done this yet. So I'm going to go ahead and send it to myself so that I have it on this computer, and then I will go ahead and set up the 301 redirect, which will make it easier for you to find this particular page that will allow you to go to the single ticket page and purchase all of these amazing events. Because the single day tickets here, there's an option here that says single tickets, panels, and Under the Cherry Moon. So if you wanted to see some of the panels in the Under the Cherry Moon movie, that is $202.75. So if you wanted to see all the panels and the Under the Cherry Moon, that's what that would cost you for that. And then if you wanted to see, I guess this is the VIP experience, and the general admission experience for Paisley Park is a totally different thing. The single day ticket for June 5th panels, which the June 5th panels were, I was reading the VIP thing. That's the reason why I was there. The June 5th ones is all of these. So that's going to be panel Reflections and Memories of Prince with Morris Day, Reflections and Memories of Prince with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Those things, those particular panels, that is $202.75 as well. And then let's see. Yeah, that's about it. So basically it looks like the days are costing $202.75 is what it will cost to go to each one of these events. And then of course you still got the add-on scenarios that if you purchase just the entire package, it makes a little bit more sense because you get all these things in with it, with the exception of the Prince night at the Twins game. You don't get that, but they actually have a jacket, I believe, is what they're going to be giving away on Prince night. So you should get those tickets because it's pretty cool. So there you have it. There are single tickets available. It is a thing that is happening right now. I have not been watching at all on the chat room. Apologies. It says a link, and says the link was on Facebook. So it's on Facebook. So there's that. I will make sure that I go ahead and post that link ASAP. Matter of fact, I will do it while I'm sitting here talking to you, just so I can make sure that everybody has the information and you can get these individual single day tickets if you've been holding out. Because obviously a lot of people remember in previous years, it was a little bit more cost efficient to buy the single events as opposed to getting the entire package. And, it's looking like they've kind of figured out that wasn't probably the best route. So now they're doing it to make it so it maybe makes a little bit more sense to get the entire package so that you can just do everything. Just do everything. If you're really, really picky, that's fine. But, just get the entire package. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you can't really afford it, just do GA. GA is fun. It's a blast. Just do that. And I hope that you're going to be there because it's going to be a lot of fun. I plan on being there. I really just have to obviously look at finances and figure that all out. And I hope that you'll be there. We'll probably do a celebration special at some point where I talk a little bit more in detail about what you can expect and what to do. I can kind of touch on it a little bit now, because we just went over the schedule together. But the event is supposed to happen from June 3rd to June 7th. But the reality of it is that if you really kind of pay attention to the actual days and the way that everything is laid out for general admission and VIP, it's really going to be dependent on when you go. Because for instance, Tuesday, June 2nd, the only reason you need to be there really would be to get your credentials, but you could have other opportunities to get your credentials at other locations, like going to Paisley Park the next day on June 3rd. You can do credential pickups, and you don't have anything to do until the evening of June 3rd. So you technically could fly in on June 3rd and save yourself the money and the vacation day and whatever, and fly in on June 3rd. And then pick up your credentials at Paisley Park, or pick up your credentials at First Avenue. You can literally pick up your credentials at First Avenue in Minneapolis when you go into the kickoff party. So you could fly in that day, go get to the hotel, get your nap on, get dressed, get ready for the evening, go out to dinner, and pick up your credentials. And that'd be the very first thing you do if you're GA. If you're VIP, you need to be there June 2nd, because your festivities start pretty much in the morning, kind of going through and getting, the guided tours and all the viewing of some of the concert stuff. So you get to see quite a bit. So it's going to be pretty awesome for you. So I hope that you take advantage of that. And then as far as the rest of the time is concerned, June 7th is also not for you. I was reading the VIP section and I didn't realize that, but June 7th, it is, as I said, June 7th is all VIP. So there's not really any need for you to be there June 7th. You should be in Minneapolis for Prince's birthday on June 7th. I mean, let's be realistic. That's where you should be. I mean, no doubt you should be there. But VIP will be there because they'll be doing a gospel brunch. They'll be doing like a little bit of a concert. They get an extra movie. They a bunch of stuff for VIP. GA, not so much. There's nothing for you to do really other than take the Minnetonka boat cruise and stay put, because you do actually get to see, I take that back. You do actually get to see here, as I'm looking at it, Prince in concert footage at Paisley Park, but that's later in the day at 4 to 6. You can walk around if you want to. You can go through starting at 2:30. You can walk through Paisley Park and see everything. So there's that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And as far as the event for the Prince Celebration Block Party, that is 100% free to the general public. So if you happen to be in Minneapolis and you can't afford to do any of this, you can at least come for the block party and enjoy it. But you won't be able to do the secondary block party that will be at First Avenue from 7 to 1 at First Avenue in downtown Minneapolis. You have to buy tickets to that. And what was that ticket again? I want to say, did I say it was $100? I want to say, if I remember correctly, it was $102. I did go ahead and set up the link. So you can go to funkatopia.com/2026. I went ahead and set that up for you. I'm going to go ahead and scroll. And when I see somebody saying any talk of new music, yes, there will be unreleased music that will be played at some point in time during the evening. For VIP, during the day for VIP folks, but there's no new music that anybody's going to be hearing. That's if you're specifically referring to this event. That's all there is. Lots of things going on here. And no, saying why only VIP get to the Twins game? No, anybody can go to the Twins game. It is the Minnesota Twins. You can go to that baseball game if you want to. You don't have to do anything. The VIP, I think, has a link to a specific section or a specific place to get their tickets so that they're all seated together. That kind of, adds to it. So you can find out what area that is and try to get a seat relatively close to everybody. That's all the purple people. That's cool. But anybody can go to the Minnesota Twins game. Anybody can go. So it's not just the VIP folks. Anybody can go. Hey, what's going on? Electric Vibes in the house saying they just got back from the Steve photo exhibit with the whole gang. Congratulations. I heard that book is doing extremely, extremely well. Anyways, yes, I saw the Kiara. I saw that there was a concert for GA on Sunday. My apologies. So again, if you don't care about seeing the concert, you could technically go home on Sunday, so you can be home Sunday night, so you can be back at work on Monday. But I would just say, just take that extra day on Monday. That's what I did. I took off Tuesday to Tuesday. I start on June 2nd, and I don't come back until the following Tuesday. So hopefully I'll have some information for you then. But I did want to come back on. I know we just got done doing Funkatopia Live, but then no joke, as soon as I got off at 10:01, and I am not kidding you. I can show you the email. At 10:01, the email came in. So, and it kind of had all this stuff in here. But apparently, if you were watching specific social posts, like on Facebook, they've set up some of these links, but not on paisleypark.com. It's a little bit difficult to get to some of it, but if you just want a shortcut right to it, you can go to printcelebration2026.com and see the exact same schedule that I just showed you. But if you go to funkatopia.com/2026, it will take you right to that ticket page, which I still have not been able to successfully locate. Of course, I haven't been to the Facebook page yet, but just make it easier on yourself. Funkatopia.com/2026 will take you right there to purchase a single day tickets and just at least sit it down, start planning it out. A lot of people are planning on, yes, Gregory, a lot of people are planning on going to Bunkers on Sunday because that is the night that they have Dr. Mambo's combo that plays there. And so, yeah, there you have it. Hope you guys had another good night. We will see you probably next Tuesday. I don't know where I've been talking to a few folks about coming on the show, but we'll figure it all out. I hope you guys had a good time. Sorry about this impromptu meeting that we just called, but because I had to get it out here because I try to get you information as soon as I get it. I had already taken down all the lights and everything, and I guess I probably don't even need lights, right? This is almost bright enough, I think. Yeah, there you go. Hope you guys had a good night. We'll see you soon. Hopefully this served as a little bit of a walkthrough of what you can expect. Oh, I did want to mention one thing. For those coming in town and not really understanding about a lot of how the cities and stuff work, the city itself works. If you stay in Minneapolis, most of them do not have parking. So if you want to rent a car and have a little bit of freedom to get around, Minneapolis is really probably not the best place to stay because most places will either charge you $25 a day to park somewhere, or there's some places that you'll go downtown and you'll have to park like a couple blocks away from your hotel and walk back, and which is not very convenient at all. So just know that's the case. Most people like myself will either stay in Bloomington or Eden Prairie because you pretty much have Minneapolis up here and you have Minneapolis up here and you have Paisley Park over here in Chanhassen. And then right in the middle, like an L, Minneapolis to Bloomington, and then Bloomington to it's like an L. It's right in the middle. So you don't have to worry about a long travel to Minneapolis locations, and you don't have to worry about a long travel over to Chanhassen. So you don't have to worry about either one. So it actually works out pretty decent. So just know that going forward, just keep that in your mind. I typically stay in Bloomington. There is a host hotel in Bloomington, but again, they don't show any shuttles. So you may have to figure out, I'll try to find some more information for you on the shuttles as much as I possibly can. And because even if you have to go somewhere and then park at a hotel to get on a shuttle, like drive to an alternate location, that's fine. But you wouldn't want to drive to Minneapolis to get on a shuttle to come back down to Chanhassen. That doesn't make any sense. So we'll figure it out. I'll try to get some answers for you. I did see that there was I think there was the Chaska location. I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know. Guys, go to bed. For real, go to bed. We got to work. Good night. Talk to you soon. For real. Good night.